in the express lane. Oh, Phil's playing Street Fighter and he's blaming the lag. Then he's ordering some chicken in a grease-stained bag. James is clipping every moment, making memes on the fly with a kazoo solo in the background. Oh my! Ladies and gentlemen, we are now entering the press stream zone. Please prepare for 30 minutes of nothing. Phil's got a tip goal and the race meter's red. He's blaming the controller or his internet instead. But James is here laughing with a snarky grin, 'cause the salt's so thick you could swim right in. James on the express lane. Oh, I roast the gameplay. Make it explode. With the polka beat and a roasting brain. Welcome aboard the express lane. Oh!
Hello, and welcome to James, the Less Express Lane, where we get you an out as fast as possible with. I've always wondered why people chose you to make the meme of the internet. What did you do to get so many people to dislike you? His rant about this is fucking epic. I watched it live during the live stream, but I just had to pinpoint on this one part because holy shit, the delusion is off the charts. Let's watch.
$100 super chat says, I've always wondered why people choose you to make memes of. What did you do to get so many people to dislike you? I think there's just completely different rationales for that, but the common thing is that everyone just made me the meme or butt of the joke, and so making fun of DSP is just the common thing to do. Regardless
Why? Why is it the common thing to do?
of the fact that there may not be a common reason why. And that's the truth. If you were to ask 10 people right now, why don't you like DSP? Or why do you make fun of DSP? I don't think 10 people would even give you the same answer.
Let's see. Masturbating in front of children, begging, bankruptcy fraud, tax fraud, holding games hostage. Like, well, you didn't give me $150 on this game during this stream, so the game's gone. But what was it? Like, Entitled Goose Game. Guy gave me the money for it. Well, I can spend the money on whatever I want. You were just saying, guys, if I could get $20 for Entitled Goose Game, I'd play it. Here's $20 for Entitled Goose Game. Well, I can spend whatever I want. I can do it whatever I want. I don't have to buy Entitled Goose Game. Let's see. There's 6. Let's see. The god-awful bodily noises he keeps doing to the microphone. Of course, lately the leaning in and talking really deep into it is very annoying as well. Let's see. Of course, all the death threats. These developers need to die in a fire. They're assholes. I can't believe they don't make a bumper and they press X and win the game. Let's see, what's another reason? Mistreatment of those around him. Rambo and Howard and Respected Pack being the main ones. What you did with Panda. How you treated her. How Cat went from a Michigan 7 to a Michigan 4. Let's see. Stuff with taking down channels and all that. Hey, we've already passed 10.
Right? I don't. Some people still have misconceptions about me that have been completely dispelled. Or the reason today that someone would say, like, he plays a mobile game.
They don't hate you for playing the mobile game. They hate you for crying, guys, I'm going to have to eat lunch meat sandwiches on my day off unless we get $10,000 right now. Get $10,000. Well, look at that. Down from the Raptors to spend $10,000 on your day off on WWE Champions. Guys, it's a total coincidence. It's totally coincidental that happened.
Literally used to be the reason for some people. He plays a mobile game. The origins of it, okay, were that in around 2010, 2011, that's when this started. I was very popular on YouTube. Okay, I was one of the top gaming YouTubers for like 3-4 years.
Because you were the few out there. Guys, I was top 10. Well, how many people are doing it? 8. Well, where are you at? 8. My friend does this all the time with shooting competitions. He'll do his regular, 9mm, 22, whatever. But then he'll do like, all right, how many people are in this one? Well, no one's doing that. That's fucking stupid. Fine, I'll bring this gun. I'll be the only one in that competition. Look at that. I finished first. He does it all the time because it amuses him so much. That is like gives him an excuse to shoot whatever random ass gun he's got. So yes, DSP, if you're finishing in the top 8 and there's only 8 people, doesn't mean you're popular. It just means there's only 8 people doing it. Congratulations, you're in the top 8 of 8 people.
Years in a row, I was at the top of the pack. I had more views than most, even though overall I didn't have more subs. I had more views. I was bringing in some months over. I think that my highest month, I'm not 100% sure, but I think one month I had something like over 20 million views.
And that was during the golden age of YouTube, before the adpocalypse. So that 20 million views is probably $50,000.
in 1 month on my channel. And again, I'm a one-man show. This is
Because like today, after the apocalypse, it's $1,000 roughly per million views. So even in today's day and age, it would have been over $20,000 in a single month. Guys, I can't afford to pay my bills. Guys, how am I supposed to pay for my DoorDash tomorrow, my day off, unless you give me $10,000? I only made $20,000 in a single month at a low end. Again, low end. Like at today's rates, would have been $20,000. Back before the apocalypse, easily would have been $40,000, not $50,000, if not more.
not a team, a corporation, a group of people editing and everything. It's one guy bringing in.
It's Darziak, and before that, you had like Respect to Pag, John Rambo. You also had Derek doing thumbnails for you. It's not just one person. And of course, all your moderators that you don't pay.
20 million views. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty insane, right? But what happened was I got cocky. And when I started to play certain games, I would fuck around on purpose because that's what I did back then. We're talking here about Metal Gear. Well, never did I ever think.
Yes, guys, I was just fucking around. I wasn't being serious when I told Kojima he needed to fucking die because I couldn't figure out how to eat rations.
That when I played Metal Gear Solid and I basically kept insulting Hideo Kojima, which was a joke. It wasn't real. It wasn't me actually caring about him.
Yeah, 100% was real.
At all in any capacity. Okay. I actually think that it was just me making these jokes thinking, oh, this won't be a big deal because I do this to everyone. But everyone got upset about me, about making fun of Hideo Kojima during my first playthroughs of Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 and things like that. And then people were like, well, you suck at this game. And I was like, well, even if I do, you have no right to steal my content and talk about it. That was my attitude back then, you know, because
It's your attitude today. That's why you're threatening to sue people.
everyone had a different conception of what was fair use and what, you know, today we know, like, this is how you don't play. As long as it's made into a transformative work is legal. Back then, no one knew that. Back then,
People did. You just hated it because it made fun of you.
everyone thought you're just stealing content, you know? It was a very different time. But I think that's what it was. It was the cockiness that I had and the shit-talking attitude that I had. I was very pugnacious, you know? Quick to jump and insult and fight as opposed to just being chill. I was the opposite of chill back then. Seriously, like every stream was about me yelling and screaming and getting all upset. There was no chill Phil at all back then. And I think then what people said was, well, what we could do is we can expose Phil, show that he's actually not good at games, which, by the way, I knew I wasn't good at games. I never said I was.
At any point, I could pick up a control and play at a professional level.
But I would joke about it and say, oh, it's the game's fault or this or that. That was my character back then, right? It was always blame the game. It's never the game.
And yet he still does it today. So are you still playing a character? Did you lose your fiance? Did you lose all your friends for playing a character? When people talk about LTG online, he's an asshole. He's a lolcow. In person, a lot of people that have actually met him say, like, hey, he's a really chill guy. He's a really nice guy. He's fun to hang out with. Like, the character of LTG online might actually just be a character. If you ask the people that have actually met him offline. Like, it's a completely different person when you meet him offline. DSP, not so much.
Gamer's fault. It's always the game's fault. But yeah, that's when they started, this is how you don't play. And that's when public opinion started to turn against me. And then since then, it's always another reason. Oh, it's because he doesn't like Kojima, he's a bad gamer. Oh, it's because his setup's completely outdated, he doesn't live stream, he doesn't direct capture. Oh, it's because, you know, he does this, he does it. I mean, I could go through probably 17, 18 reasons why people's claim
Reasons
that I'm a negative lolcow meme, but none of them make any sense when you analyze them. It's just what everyone said at the time. And then you're on to the next, and then on to the next. Just like I said, it's moving the goalpost. And that's all it's been, is every single time that one thing isn't a big deal anymore, they make something else up or they make something else to be a big deal that wasn't a big deal yesterday, just so that they have something more to say about me, right? So,
dumbass. You do so much. Why do you think Duty's able to put out 3 or 4 videos a day sometimes? Because, oh, you did this. An hour later, oh, fuck, are you kidding me? I just finished this video and uploaded. Now you said this. All right, I guess I got to do that.
anyway, yeah. Fox did another $2 super chat. Do you think it's the way you treat people? See, here's the thing. You can argue that maybe I've treated some people badly, but, you know, those people are not the public. I never treated the public badly. I was never someone who went out there and did political.
Huh. Guys, I don't get it. Why does everyone hate Jeffrey Dahmer so much? He didn't hurt the public. He just hurt a few people that were close to him. He never hurt the public. Gee, guys, I don't get it. Why do people hate Ted Bundy so much? Ted Bundy didn't hurt the public. He only hurt a few people, guys. I don't get it. This guy that went to an elementary school and shot it up, it's not like he hurt the public guys. He hurt a few kids. I don't get it. Why do people hate him so much? Gee, DSP, I wonder why someone doing something to individuals, people say, go, huh, that's really fucked up. I don't think that's good. I wonder why people would do that.
Political content or religious content or said insanely over-the-top risque things.
You got banned from Blip TV. You said something so horrific on a website, you got banned from the entire website.
That was never me. There are people you can say, well, they acted badly. They're constantly going out there and they're saying horrible things about certain groups and this and that. That's not me.
That's literally you. Whether it be Asian, women, Jewish people. Holy fuck. Look in a fucking mirror, you damn ghoul.
Ever. Never was that the case with me. I think the worst thing you could say I ever said was back in the day, I hated on people who played Minecraft and said that they were immature. It's a game for children. Now that's false.
Yes. Guys, that's the worst thing he's ever said was that people who play Minecraft are children. Not that he's exterminating the JOOs or anything.
So now I know that. But that's the kind of dumb shit I would say. It was always about gaming and stuff like that. I never really said offensive things. I never, was massively mistreating people and stuff.
I never said anything offensive. Again. Banned from an entire website.
That's my take on it. But like I said, the people who maybe you could argue I mistreated, like John Rambo, all right, well, that's a personal thing between me and him. That's not, why would the public be angry at me because I had a falling out with my friend and coworker, right?
Because it was public and you were clearly in the wrong. You were clearly in the wrong for that. That was only one person. I only hurt one person, Ann Howard, and Respect a Pact. And what was it, OJ, I think his name was? There's a few people involved that he hurt during that. Guys, only 1 or 10 people. It's only 1 or 10 people, not the general public. But the general public sees you do this and act like this.
I don't know. But again, it's just nonsense,
Take it seriously, jackass.
It's just utter nonsense. There never really is again, if there really was one focal point reason why people don't like me, everyone would be able to say it right now.
Masturbating in front of children. Begging. Blowing hundreds of thousands of dollars on gacha across the past decade. Because it wasn't just WWE Champions. It was also WWE Immortal and Supercard and Animation Domination, Street Fighter Duel, Hearthstone, Dokkan Battle, Estivus, Future Flight, Marvel Twin Alliance, whatever that one was. Holy shit. So let's see. Champions, Immortal, Supercard, Animation Domination, Hearthstone, Dokkan Battle, Final Fantasy Estivus, Marvel Twin Alliance, Future Flight, whatever that one was. There's 8. Street Fighter Duels. That's 9 games. I just named off 9 gacha games that we know you were playing. We know you were playing these games. We know you were dumping money into those games. While at the same time, crying and begging.
But they can't. Literally, everyone will say something different. Oh, well, I don't like that he took money and he played on mobile games. Oh, I don't like that he played games poorly. I don't like that he insulted Hideo Kojima. I don't like that he begs for money. I don't like that. So there's no consensus. You just don't like me because people don't like me. And
DSP, we're going to ask this grieving father and husband why he hates the person that murdered his wife and children. Well, he said his wife and children. He didn't just say the wife or just the children. Couldn't even pick out which child he hated the guy the most for. The guy murdered his wife and 3 children, and he just says he hates them for all 4 murders. I can't believe it. See? There's no general consensus here, guys. There's no general consensus of why this husband hates the guy that murdered his wife and children. Because he says all 4. Dumbass. When you do so much stuff that when you ask 10 people, they give you 10 different answers, doesn't mean that it's illegitimate. It just means that you've done so many different things that's hard to pinpoint just which one was the worst. Bankruptcy fraud, and tax evasion. Yeah, those are pretty bad. But for me, it's got to be, guys, I'm going to lose the house. Guys, we need to raise $3,000 during this marathon. I'm going to lose the house. Guys, we hit $3,000. I'll reveal something super cool. It's a cat. Down for the Raptors the next day spends $3,000. Amazing how that happens. You raised $3,000. Down from the Raptors spends $3,000. Amazing how that happens. If you made your $2 million plus, you didn't constantly cry, I'm going to lose the house, I'm going to lose my business, I'm going to have to move back to Connecticut and live with my parents, while dumping hundreds of thousands of dollars into the gacha. All right, whatever. But you do. Like I've talked about before, the guy talking about how he spends like $30,000 a month on Clash of Clans, but he can afford it. He's not crying. He's not begging. He's just, that's his hobby. He can either wait 2 years, 7 months, and 19 days for the cooldown, or he can spend $300 and get rid of the cooldown for that new tower. Guess what? I have no problem with him. It's his money. He didn't cry and beg for it. He didn't go, guys, I'm going to lose my house, and then spend $30,000 a month on a mobile game. He went to work, made his check, went home and blew it on a stupid game. God, you're such a jackass.
That's the case. People don't like DSP because it's a known thing that you're supposed to not like DSP. Get it? Like, it's hip, it's cool. That's the meme. You're in on it if you don't like DSP. Okay? That's the answer. There isn't actually a real reason.
There's dozens of reasons. Dozens of reasons. Let's go check out the original. This is how you don't. Oh, we can't because you took it down. Well, let's go look at Secret Life, Secret Limited, whatever he goes by now. Oh, wait, a lot of his videos are gone because you had him taken down. Well, let's go look. Oh, wait, we can't because you took him down. You took down not just videos, but entire channels. It's just, guys, there's no very one specific thing you can pick out. So I guess that means I'm okay. No. It means you're a jackass who's done so much over the years that's impossible to pinpoint one thing because you're just that piece. Ah! Alright, you make me angry, DSP, so I'm gonna let you go. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.